Well, it is true. There's a huge wealth gap between whites and non-whites. Right now, it's about a 10-to-1 gap. Black wealth has flatlined in the last 30 years. It's gone nowhere. Hispanic wealth, about the same. White wealth has really gone through the roof. So the gap is huge, despite the fact that there have been gains in education and civil rights, political representation. Whatever gains there have been, they haven't translated into more wealth. That has to do with institutions, structures, policy mechanisms that determine what happens to that wealth once it's created. So that system is not working very well. You mentioned education. We think of education as the great equalizer, right? Everybody's told go to school, get married, buy a home, build wealth, but education is really the key. And unfortunately, the data just don't support that. We have a lot of data at the St. Louis Fed, where I work, showing that, in fact, education is contributing to growing inequality, not closing the gap, which is really remarkable. It's a stunning finding. It even stunned us. But you have to look a little bit beyond kind of the wealth numbers itself to really understand what's going on. One of the drivers of education contributing to inequality is the fact that college attainment rates have diverged. Okay, so.
And by that you mean?
How many kids get college degrees? So if you look at kids born in the early 1960s, look at white and blacks, there was about a 12% gap. Okay, 12% more whites got degrees than blacks. If you look at kids born in the mid-1980s, that gap has doubled to 24%. Okay, so the attainment gap has doubled in about one generation. So even if the returns on education were equal, which they're not, but even if the returns were equal, simply looking at these college attainment rates shows that college is in fact, driving wealth inequality. It's remarkable.